Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, we've had a fantastic summer holiday. We've taken a bit of time away from YouTube and we needed it really. It was so beautiful in Turkey just to chill out, relax, not have to worry about anything. Yeah, it was a proper holiday and yeah, we really did enjoy ourselves. And then we've done all the summer festivals, most of the van life festivals. We've had an absolutely amazing time with friends, so many laughs. It's been brilliant, been really good. So now we're back on the road and we're heading back into Europe. We're just on the M11 heading down to the M25 and then scooting down to Folkestone to catch the tunnel across to France. Not sure where we're heading. Our main goal is to get down to Portugal to extend the summer, hopefully get some summer sun, or winter sun should I say. And we've got a few friends to meet up when we're down there, but on the way we're going to hopefully go to some new places and see some places that we haven't seen before. If you haven't been to Europe on the Channel Tunnel before, it's really very easy. You keep in the right hand passenger lane, drive past all the lorries that are queuing and pull up to the barrier where you do your checking in. You answer a few simple questions on the touch screen, print your own boarding passes and then drive on to passport control. First passport control is the English side, very simple, they just scan us and through we go. They ask us to pull over this time just to check that we've turned the gas bottle off inside the camper, and then it's on to the French passport control. The French passport control is just another simple formality. We're asked a couple of simple questions and then off to queue up to get onto the train. So we're down at the tunnel on the Folkestone side, English side. We've made it through passport control. Really simple, really easy. There's hardly anybody here actually. After the kids' holidays, it's really, really quiet. There's probably only half a dozen vans here, a couple of motorhomes. We got straight through passport control, no problems. They just wanted to check that the gas was turned off and that was it. So we're just in the queue now. There's the van sitting there just waiting for them to call us forward to get on the train to go through. We picked the train just because it's just so convenient, you know, literally gone through passport control here. The French security are here on the English side. So when you get off the train the other side, you literally drive off straight onto the motorway and you're away. So it really couldn't be any easier. And we've picked a little stop, our first little stop, which is only about an hour from Calais. It's one that we've already been to before, so we know what it's like. Just for the first night, get across, get settled, and then tomorrow we'll decide where we're going to go from there. So we're here, we made it, we're in France. Crossing took just about 35 minutes, really quick. It went really fast, you know, we were there in daylight before you even know it. And shades are on because we have sunshine, although local time here is 6:45 in the evening. It's still nice and sunny out, which is good, and the temperature's about 19 degrees, so maybe 1 or 2 degrees warmer than when we left the UK. But yeah, hoping for some lovely sunshine and warmer climates as we drive further south. We're just on the road towards our first park up. I think you'll recognise it when we get there. We have stayed there before with a few friends, but we just wanted a familiar one as our first night. Just get ourselves settled and then we'll head off for something new tomorrow. Enjoy the trip and touch base with you again as soon as we get parked up. So here we are in our first park up, and what a beautiful spot it is. It was getting a little bit dark last night to film when we arrived, so we just sort of set the van up and whatever and had some dinner and then had an early night. But absolutely beautiful today. It's really sunny, there's hardly any wind at all, very calm, and yeah, very quiet, which is awesome. We've stayed at this spot before, and a previous video when we was travelling with Rob when we came over to Europe. This was one of our first park ups, and we also met John and Mandy here as well. I'll put a link to that video up in the top corner, so if you want to go and have a look at that, and the details for this park up are all in the description of that video as well. But while we're here, I'll give you a quick look around. Van's obviously parked behind us, and then just over my shoulder is where the canal is, so let's just pop up there and I'll show you this wonderful spot. It's just a short drive down this little dirt track next to the canal from the main road up there where you see the bridge. You can't go much further than this little car park. There are some rocks here on the towpath to stop you going any further. But then of course obviously you can walk for miles and miles along the canal there. You get the occasional dog walker come down, but other than that it's really peaceful and quiet. What a beautiful spot. So good morning guys. What a lovely night's sleep that was. It's such a peaceful little spot this by the canal. One or two boats went past late last night, but it's an awesome sight to see anyway, so yeah, it just adds to the beauty of this little place. We stayed another night because I wanted to just take advantage yesterday and get a video edited and get it up for you. That's the Auger beam control panel video. I'll put a link up here, you can go and have a look at that. It takes me a little while to edit the videos. I do take my time over them, so it's nice to have a quiet spot where I can just concentrate, crack on. I haven't got any worries about moving on at all, so hopefully we find a few more like that on this trip and I'll be able to get more videos out for you. So we're heading further down France today. We're going to go round the west side of Paris on the A23, I think it is, heading down to another little spot which will bring back some memories for us. I know we said we wanted to find some new places, but we couldn't really drive past this spot without popping in there. So we'll tell you a little bit more about it when we get there. So we're heading down the west sort of side of France. We're going to skirt around Paris. I've selected a non-toll road route on Google Maps. We find them the best really, because you get to see all the lovely countryside. It's a little bit of a longer journey, but it takes you through all the little villages, and you know, you see things that you might not see otherwise. But yeah, no, I was saying, you see all the lovely countryside, you see all the beautiful villages, and these non-toll routes, you know, you get to see more of France that way. We're heading down to a special little place, you know, that's sort of dear to us, because when we get there you'll see it was the very first time we ever slept in this van was at this location. So if you go back to our first European trip video that we did, you'll find the place that we're heading to now. It's on our route down, and we thought, yeah, why could, you know, we can't just drive past and not stop there. It's got free services and things like that, and it's got a lovely little supermarket just local, so it's really convenient to service the van and just stock up on some extra provisions like boxes of pan of raisins. So yeah, no, enjoy the trip down, and we'll catch up with you when we get there. So here we are, we made it to our next park up. It's in the little town of Rugles. I think it's spelt Rugles, but a lot of French words, you don't pronounce the S on the end. And this place is special to us because it was our very first park up when we completed the van. Back in February 2019, we got the ferry across to France. We drove all the way down here to this little area, and this was the very first time we ever slept in our van was when we parked here a few years ago. So yeah, it's quite nice to be back here, brings back a few memories. And it's a lovely little stop, this one. There is free water, even free electric here if you can get on it, but it's very busy. See the van behind me there, but as you can see, if I pan round, 1, 2, 3, and quite a few other people down the end there. So yeah, we arrived late today, so we got one of the last 2 spaces, no electric, but we're okay, we're self-sufficient, we've got plenty of solar, and we're just going to prep some dinner and get that on the go. So I'll show you what we're having, because we're having something really nice and I haven't had it for a long time, so that's what she said. Anyway, let's have a look in the kitchen and see what's on the go. Right, so for tea tonight then, we've got this beautiful marrow here that we're going to peel, halve, take the seeds out, create like a couple of boats out of the flesh, and then we're going to stuff it with what Lou made yesterday, was this lovely savoury mince with onions and peppers and carrots, all sorts of good things in there. We're going to put that inside the marrow and then roast it off in the oven for half an hour. That's it, and then into the oven for about half an hour, just to obviously just cook the marrow. The mince is already cooked. How are they looking? Oh no, they're okay, yeah, spin them round, because obviously the gas cooks a bit better on the back. Another 15 minutes. Oh, smelling good though. How's it looking?
Looking alright.
Oh, it's starting to get a little bit crispy on the...
Crispy on the top?
Crispy on the top. Just give it 5, turn it around one more time. That'll do, lovely.
Another 5.
That'll do. Right, prep the bread. So there we go, a stuffed marrow, savoury mince, a nice bit of French baguette. Cool beer to go with it. Oh yes, this looks epic. Let's get in. So we've left that little area at Rugles. We're just using these as overnight stops as we head down to Portugal, just to break up the journey a little bit. We don't want to go mad with the mileage. And it was nice to see that little place, brought back a few memories. However, sadly, there's been a group of travellers moved into that area. I've got a photograph I'll put up here. There's a few caravans parked down one end of the air, and they've actually broken into the control panel that feeds the service point, and literally just jammed some bare wires into the bus bars to basically steal the free electric. I mean, it's free anyway, so there's really no need to do that, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Kind of spoiled that little area. It's such a beautiful little place. As you can see, we've encountered some rain overnight. It's been raining on and off all night, so it was quite poignant that we decided to move on today anyway. It's not very fun if it's raining to explore anywhere, just going to get soaking wet. So we're heading a bit further south. We're going to brush round Le Mans, still heading down the west side of France, and hopefully we've found a nice little farm stop for tonight. About a 3-hour drive. We're going to do non-tolls again, so stay on these little country lanes, see a little bit of the scenery, and yeah, hopefully this one's going to be a nice little farm stop. The pictures and the reviews on Park for Night look really good, and hopefully a bit further south we might get rid of this rain as well. So we'll give you a little bit of a look around once we get down there. Enjoy the drive down France. guys, we've made it to our next park up. We're in a beautiful vineyard stopover, just about an hour's drive south of Le Mans. It's a place called Cave Auger. I'll give you a little video tour of it. Beautiful location. It's free to stop here if you're self-sufficient, but if you want the services, toilet, shower and electric hookup, it's only €10 a night. And as it's been raining for the last couple of days, we took advantage of that. Make use of the showers, got the van on electric hookup, top up the batteries while we're here. So let me give you a little tour around the place. The vineyard is absolutely stunning in its presentation. There is a shop here. They do offer a wine tasting, and of course you can buy the local produce. Large vans and motorhomes need to enter the parking space from the vineyards at the back. There's water and electric hookups provided local to where you're parking, and you've got a gorgeous view across the vineyards. There are also fresh eggs for sale. Sink washing area, toilet facilities, all very clean, lovely. Artwork and walk-in shower, all very nice. Well, what a fantastic little park up that was. We've said it before about these farm stops and homestays. These working farms all over Europe really do provide first-class services. There's fantastic level pitches here. You've got water, electricity if you want it. There's really clean toilet and shower block down there, and it really doesn't get any better. You can stay here for free if you're completely autonomous and you've got your own services, or it's only €10 if you want to use the services provided. So, you know, it's much better than being on a campsite. Plus you've got local produce if you want to buy some wine here. Other farm stops that we've stayed and do other produce as well. So yeah, check out these farm stays and homestays. They really are worth doing. And you get to meet some lovely people as well. You know, we've chatted to all the people that stayed here last night, really super friendly. So, right. Well, I think we're going to do a wild camping spot. We've topped up the batteries and water and everything. We're all good to go. We're going to head another couple of miles further down France and hopefully find a nice little spot to stop for the next night. So join us in next week's video when we find an absolutely stunning park up next to a beautiful fishing lake. We meet up with a couple of friends who are also travelling in Europe and continue our journey down to Portugal. So please do subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers!